The Nautilus Sentinel is the perfect sentinel for railjack missions with its auto omni and cordon precepts and the verglass weapon. The components are available as drops from the ice mines on Neptune Proxima. They come from the bonus caches marked with the white marker, if you have rank 5 in piloting intrinsics. I suggest farming it on the new Gua Mines mission, since it's an exterminate mission and should go pretty quickly. The parts and blueprint are also tradable, so I suggest buying them from players rather than buying the Sentinel directly from the market. Nautilus has 2 precepts. The Auto Omni precept allows the Sentinel to repair nearby railjack hull damages and extinguish fires, with a 20-second cooldown. This makes it extremely useful in railjack missions. The Cordon Precept allows Nautilus to pull enemies within 30 meters into clusters for easier targeting, with a 15-second cooldown. This works similarly to Magus Anomaly, but you don't have control over it. It can still be useful in missions, especially if you're using a melee weapon or something like the Catchmoon that has punch-through. My build isn't anything special, just because you can't have too much variability with Sentinels other than their precepts. I have my standard survivability mods, enhanced vitality, calculated redirection and primed regen. Then my utility mods, vacuum and primed animal instinct. If you don't have the primed versions, regular ones will be enough. And then I have both precepts, Auto Omni and Cordon. If you're using Nautilus outside of railjack, you can replace Auto Omni with something else, but I would forget to put it back for railjack. The rest of my mods are optional. You can use whatever else you like, or leave the slots free and don't use as many formas as I did. But keep assault mode if you want your Sentinel to attack enemies. Nautilus's Sentinel weapon is the Verglass, a beam weapon with high status chance and innate cold damage. I wouldn't usually recommend putting formas on Sentinel weapons, but this is a good one and 2 formas isn't too much. I also like when my Sentinels deal tons of damage. My build is a combined damage and Vigilante mod set stat stick build. If you didn't know, if you put the Vigilante mod set in your Sentinel weapon, it will also apply the set bonus to your primary weapon. Then I have Malignant Force to get viral damage and increase status chance. And since this is a beam weapon, you can put Sinister Reach on it and increase its range. I also have Fast Hands because the reload speed is quite high. This build can deal significant damage to lower and mid-level enemies, and even high-level enemies with low armor. All in all, I quite like the Nautilus Sentinel. I've mostly been playing solo railjack, so having it repair my ship automatically has been quite useful. The Cordon Precept also makes it quite useful in normal missions, along with the weapon that can annihilate lower-level enemies.